Alright guys, I'm working on a small diorama right here. As you can see, I've just put the road bed down, laid the track. I believe I'm going to put my greenery in here, and so forth. Right now I'm just getting ready to paint the track, and I'll also show you the ballasting, since I've been asked how I do my ballasting on that section over there. As you can see, I still haven't done much with the layout. I'm going to get some stuff here pretty soon. I'm going to make it look real nice. Well, not real nice, just more foam and that, but get all that carved out and do my layout update. That should be here in hopefully about a week or two. But anyways, I got a number of paints. You know, these things are always a pain in the butt to get open, so. Okay, well I got all my paints open. I had to use a smaller wrench because I couldn't get that one to grip well enough, but I got first one's rail brown, second one's rail tie brown, third one's roof brown, and the last one's grimy black. There's my cat Ginger walking around. But anyway, I'm just going to take a smaller brush, as you can see, not fancy. Going to use the rail brown, of course, to probably paint the rails. Try to hold it the best I can. And as you can pretty much see immediately, it looks better. Don't get an ugly shine. Should really probably just be using a bigger brush. But as you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but it looks pretty good. Just going to keep on continually painting the rail till I get all the way down. Okay, well, I finished painting up the rails, as you can see. I just glued it down, but see, so before, after. So, alright, looks a whole lot better, but I'm going to take it a little bit further, so I can get a little bit more better light. But now I'm going to take a little bit of my colors I have here, and just being a siding, it's probably not going to get a whole lot of care of, depending on how new or used it is. Sorry, I'm buying it. I have a little illness right now, but we're just going to mix up a little bit of paint. Got my black, or whatever, grimy black. See if we can just... Don't want to make it look new, but we just want to make it look like it's been replaced. Just like so. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's do a couple of oddball ties here and there. Nothing special. Do these up here a little bit further. Made on a main line, these would be a whole bunch of different colors. You'd have older ones, but on a main line though, you figure they're probably all in pretty good condition. And next up after this, after I let it dry for a little bit, is Ballast. Okay guys, well I got some of my fine ballast. This is a gray blend, which isn't a bad color. Most of you guys I see do your whole layout one whole color, and that's really just not very realistic. Railroads do, reballast. They will not use the same color all the time. They do not color coordinate all their ballast, which I think some of you guys think they do. But it can come and could have a 10-foot section of all black and all gray blend ballast. I mean, I just use whatever they have on handy. Right now though, I'm going to, since the only color I have, this is really the only color I can show you, but I also got this plain gray that I mixed with some black cinders. As you can see, give me a little bit more black in it. Looks a little bit better. And you guys with gray ballast, here's a little tip for you. Get a big piece of cardboard, spread all your ballast out on it, smooth it out, just get a can of black spray paint. spray paint some of it. Gives that variation in colors. But anyways, back to the real part. I'm just going to take some of my ballast, dump it in here. Don't make too big of a mess. And I'm going to use whatever you have on handy, maybe your fingers, but I'm going to use a spoon, a good spoon. So don't tell my mom. So what I would normally do, I'd take cinders first and put them down along the edges. That's usually to keep the weeds from growing up in there, but I want to try and make it look like an older siding. Not really going to do that, but I've seen this done a lot of ways, and hopefully this is I've seen a lot of ballasting videos. But oh, and also depending on how you ballast your track, this can actually tell you, if you're modeling a main line, a short line, or a spur, judging like how well your ballast is done and all that. But I ain't trying to be too fancy with it here. As long as they run trains over it, that's what I'm going to try and make it look like. Okay, now I'm going to do the center of the rail. Just enough to let me work it in some. Not too much, well, you can always add more, but it's kind of hard to take out. Like I was saying earlier, depending on how you ballast the track, it can actually define it from if it's a main line, a short line, a spur line, What I mean by that is, like on some of you guys layouts, say you're doing kind of like a main line theme, yada yada, but like a main line, if you're over about 30 miles per hour, rocks on top of ties is a bad thing. Why? Because the train going over on top of it will actually create a suction force that can toss up the rocks, damage equipment, unloose, like break air hoses and whatnot. So, and if you have like a short line. Okay guys, well, after I showed you this, I went back, did this side, and after I did that, I just shaped all the sides. Basically, what I mean by that is try to make it all fairly smooth, not like any huge humps or it going out like 30-40 feet away from the track. But I got a Windex bottle full of a little bit of water and a soap detergent, as you can see. One bad thing though I hate about this, you can do all this work and it can all be ruined by the water, or scenic cement, whatever you prefer to use. I usually suggest wetting it down with water first, because this gives the glue something to soak into. Okay, well now I got my 50% glue, 50% water, and a little bit detergent mixed up. Now I'm just going to take it. See how depending how watery or whatever you make it, you may have to do it maybe a coat or two, depending how much you put on. You have to let it soak in. I'll have to do another coat after this, but this was just a quick video showing you how I ballast my track. I will do a better one here in the future. This is kind of a little bit rushed and all that. Didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to be, but you guys get the general idea, right? So thanks for watching guys. As usual, please comment, rate, and feel free to ask questions. So bye guys.